Hello, I'm Nom, and we are going to continue playing Danganronpa. Alright, let's go. And of course, we gotta turn on the anime filter. Alright, load. Oh yeah, we're gonna start our investigation today. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff, but I don't think you need to do that, Makoto. She really is dead. Yep, and that tends to happen when you get impaled 5 times. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bother to check after those injuries, losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Huh? Hold on. Hold on. Chotomate. She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Let me out of here!
Aw, hell nah. Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody please help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Okay, hold on a second. Let me get rid of my lumbar support pillow for now. We don't need that while we're gaming. Okay, let's start with Kirigiri.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? And after all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him here alone.
What?
Nani? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. 2-player co-op base defense. With the 2 of them, with their stats, they're totally OP. Can I kill this guy? Can we all agree to just kill this one guy here? Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But...
I'm still freaked out. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Man, we got a lot of people to talk to. Okay, let's start left to right, and then ellipses. Ifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Okay. Toko. Ellipses. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. I gotta stop saying ellipses. I know I'm gonna get tired of saying that.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They... Come on, man.
Here.
Let me out of here. Come on. Someone let me out. Let me out. Let me out. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear.
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Oh.
So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through them through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
Ah!
She's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The book in everyone's eyes had a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then...
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong...
So...
Well, do I really have to say anything anymore?
Actually...
And remember, you didn't. No.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
And I'll be going too. And just like that, Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is right here now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking dead.
they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So...
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? Are we gonna investigate murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway...
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
This is very suspicious.
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help but investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright. I guess I better get going. Oh, wait. Don't go get it. You have to hear me out. Well, it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? You have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. Can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? Investigate. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizano. Time of death was estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room, in the dormitory. All of this suggests the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There's also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Nice! Okay, file 1 has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. Okay, her right wrist appears to have been fractured. Okay. Let's go ahead and save. Still dead. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. I don't think Junko minds. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I beg you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, please help me. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Aaron doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress by investigating there. So I head to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Yeah. We'll go ahead and save here. Oh god. Sound. Let's look at the lint roller. Looking at the lint roller, looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Seka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? Huh, interesting. That's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get in the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone around walking, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms was added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I didn't actually look at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coatings come off parts of the blade and the handle. Ooh, maybe we can catch the killer gold-handed. Yeah, that handle especially is missing a lot of coating. But remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little. Replica sword is out of the truth bullets section. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So if something could happen in the room next to you, then there's no way you would know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Let's see. Evidence of struggle has been added to the truth bullets, okay? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken now, so it's just the sheath. But... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made of something sharp. How did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way if someone... you could just slide out in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to truth bullet section.
Well.
Okay. Can't even look at the trash can. Hey, Zebrahead, welcome back to the chat. Let's check. The toolkit's still in the drawer. I don't see any evidence it's been used at all. Okay, we can leave that alone. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? Yeah, I did play a little bit yesterday. You might have some memory of it. So you haven't used yours either, then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. And actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Because why? Because, like, why the hell would we? I mean, it looks like a nice toolkit. It'd be useful to have to repair things. Toolkit hasn't been added to the truth bullet section. Okay. Let's see what's in the notepad, actually. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant, right? What? Okay. Surveillance camera. Mastermind must be using... The mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here, and they don't do anything. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on watching. What was... What was this thing in the way here? I see, there's an interactable object behind Sakura. Here. The display stand on the sword was on. Okay. I don't think the TV's any evidence here. Okay. Hold up. Let's see, we have Kyoko. Oh, it's the bed. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, well, I will follow your lead. Naruhodo.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So ever find that son of a bitch who did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if the killer was a girl? Ellipses.
Yo.
I'll get sorted out when the time comes. I should look around here first. Check. I can check other spots later. Hey, Kyoko. I probably called her name while she was investigating the area. But
What are you doing?
they had to draw her from that angle, didn't they? What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
Oh, it's totally obvious. I know exactly what she's doing. Reminds you of Duel Links.
I'm searching.
Okay.
Searching?
She was down on her knees. Carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
No, she has both of her purple contacts in, obviously. Yu-Gi-Oh! I never played those Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. I remember watching the anime a lot when I was a kid, though. And also watching the abridged series on YouTube. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen.
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No. I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected. There's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness. Okay. What else? I think I looked. Hold up. I looked at those scratches already. Yeah. Let's check the bathroom now. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. Yep. Anime characters have pink blood. Don't you know? No. I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forced myself to push my panic down, and I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream, or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Okay. I haven't even been in my own bathroom before. This is all new. The water from the shower got turned off at nighttime. Oh, they have a traditional toilet, not a squat toilet. Okay. There's the murder weapon. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now was no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It must have been one of the knives from the kitchen in the dining area. I specifically remembering making a point to say, hey, there are 6 knives here the other day when we went to the kitchen. That's definitely something I have to look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Saka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something sort of glittery on her wrist too. Must be the pink, no. The pinks are blood. The gold is probably from the sheath on the katana. right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery. That's definitely concerning to me. Another thing that concerns me is, there's some blood on her left index finger. But that's it. Huh. Maybe she fought back and got some blood from the culprit. The palms on both her hands are totally spotless. So how come only her left finger? Nice. Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullets. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her. So when she broke her wrist... It must have been when she was trying to defend herself, maybe? That must have happened earlier on. Yeah. I mean, how could her wrist have gotten broken after she already been killed? Unless the killer decided to do it after they killed her, just to fuck with us. I wonder if serial killers were like that. Like, after they commit the crime, they say, okay, what evidence can I plant here to throw them off? And they have to do that. They have to think about doing that, just to fuck around with people. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. And after that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Ellipses. Yeah, we read this line before. Okay, so this corner here. God damn it, no. Where's this? Did I grab the wrong button? Fuck. Okay, here? No. There's two things here. Is it just one object to interact with then, or is this it? Ah, damn it, it's the same thing. Is there any more clues here? I'm concerned. Am I missing clues? How about here? Damn it, no. I only press on her body once. I'm getting the same prompt over and over. So there's one on this wall and... It's all the same thing. Oh, okay, I think it's supposed to indicate one's the stab and one's the wrist, right? I'm hoping I found everything. Hold up. Okay. Should I double check online to make sure I didn't miss anything? Nah. This is like the first one too. This is the first mystery here, so I think it's gonna handhold me a little bit, right? Okay. Yeah. Alright. I'm just gonna assume that both of those prompts happen when I click on the body. The game would tell me if I missed something. Alright.
Hey,
You look pale, blue almost. Yeah.
however,
But the fact you didn't just pass out earns you a few points at least. Do I have a new chair? Nope, it's been the same chair I've been using for a while. It might look different since I'm using the anime filter on it. It's the same chair though. I just can't afford to pass out right now. That's all. I have to find out why Sayaka died. Yeah. So I have to stay strong until then. Ellipses. Did you happen to notice the wall behind Sayaka? Huh? The wall? No, I didn't notice. Why? Is there something there?
Indeed.
Make sure you take a look. That's where she left a dying message. Oh, so I had to... God damn it. I saw the prompt say that there was something else there, but... I had to, like, let the game tell me to go there. God damn it. Alright. Okay. There we go. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. And there I saw. Huh? Red and blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Leave the bathroom. Yep.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. I've never seen something written in blood before. I really must have found a message. As if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an inspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? The numbers, Mason! What do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. Uh-oh. I'm getting some bitrate fluctuations here. I'm gonna sit here for a little moment here, make sure it evens out. Thankfully, the game doesn't have much going on, so even low bitrate should look fine. Oh man, we're down to like less than 2K bitrate. Sage. Okay. I'm gonna wait until it gets above 2K. Should be fine though, I mean... we're staring at fucking pictures basically. Okay, I think we're back to a little above 2K now. Okay, so the way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of the case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end, and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Nice. Dying message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know I should have talked to. When it comes to numbers, I better ask the human programmer. Ultimate programmer.
Makoto.
There's one other thing I want to ask you about. Do you know the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Get stuck? Yeah. I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. The bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Oh yeah. So the only two people who know to actually open the door is Sayaka and Makoto. And I guess, actually, I guess Monokuma would know too. But I'm guessing with the basis of the whole death game here, he wouldn't be the one to actually kill Sayaka, so... maybe Sayaka wasn't able to close the door in time. Then again, if it's a trick to opening the door, she probably would have been killed before she even opened the door to the bathroom to begin with. Unless the door was already open. Yeah, so much to think about.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Nani the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It
Huh?
would seem.
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Okay, so clearly the killer couldn't have been me. Or Sayaka, since we're the only ones who know how to open the door. And whoever opened the door had to break it open. Okay. I mean, obviously it wasn't me or Sayaka, but now we have more evidence to support that. Whatever it was, it's obvious this wasn't intentional. Nani, it was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So.
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
And I just have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Yeah, that's what I've been talking about. Yeah. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom door was added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. Let's start looking where the murder weapon might come from, and also, I should look in DVDs Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in the video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe we'll see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is.
By the way, you son of a bitch! Shit. You.
Okay.
Hey.
Same lines before. Okay, guess we're heading out. Okay. The first thing I want to do is check for the murder weapon. I'm thinking it came from the dining hall. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? I don't know, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've been here kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Okay, Aoi has an alibi. Well, someone has to confirm that first, but... Okay. Aha! Yep. There are only 5 knives now here. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here. Big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I better see if anyone knows more about it. Okay. Kitchen knife set has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that. No, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope, last time I remember they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives is gone. Sure thing the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Okay, Allie's account has been added to the truth boat section. Okay. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Ina, do you really think I murdered her?
Cause, I mean...
Well, she was killing your room, right? So, I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So we can consider everything together. I honestly have no idea. Okay. Okay. Let's check the trash area here. Sturdy gate, no way to get past. It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How did you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in here. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further.
What the hell? Trash duty has been added to the troop boats. Okay. Okay, it's still locked. And let's start talking to people. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why don't you ask? Just happened Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, can you open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go.
Of course. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for all the trash room gate for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Joto Mate. You need a key to get in the trash room. And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words...
Naturally. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Man, way more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, Fatty. Why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
There's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
Completely unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of life comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 3D. 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them for picking up the trash and disposing of it. Nani?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. Alright, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing of that. I was just hoping to get in the trash room and look around. Okay. So easy. So Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. You like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. If Fumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy any evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just want to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, just hurry up and keep looking. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It's like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk. Like a hunk of burning love. Whoopsies. Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth. In the shape? It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means... This is all left that remains the evidence the killer destroyed. Well, there's lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There are shards of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball. Just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah, is that... You know what this is? They say if you collect 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. These are not Dragon Balls, dumbass. I'm kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that meaning girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. So it's a crystal ball? Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. Oh, it has to be the clairvoyant. They should still be in gym. I better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal balls been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Could just be circumstantial evidence though. A green button and a yellow button. There's not doubt they're related to the big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way back in part of the trash room. It's good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll begin cleaning doing to make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy? Ifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that. There can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. Definitely wasn't on them. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one here who has the key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet, so that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? The incinerator's been added to the truth bullet section. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those shards and burnt clothes weren't.
Completely unforgivable.
What does it all mean, Mr. Naive? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you
sure
did.
of it.
All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living one of his comic book fantasies. Well, it's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash can't be burnt? Well, whatever it is, or it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Okay, at least we got one of those. Mr. Nagy, you seem a little down. Huh, really? If you need help lifting your spirits, you can call me anytime.
Come on.
I've got all kinds of
come on.
stuff that might help cheer you up. Oopsies. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, let's check the map. Ah, Sayaka's room. Probably would be a good idea to check her room. We were just there this morning.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Mokun file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate?
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide his suspicion on his face. Even what you say was the absolute truth. You're still responsible for her death, when you say. Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Yeah. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me. Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then So, nice white collared shirt you're wearing there. It's definitely my room, but the nameplate's has Sayaka's name on it. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do this? Dorm nameplates has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Let's check the map here. So we already looked at this area. We already looked in the dining hall, found the weapon. Well, where the weapon was missing. We already spoke to these two NPCs. I guess we're going to the next floor then. Let's not waste time, actually. Let's go ahead and look at the map and see where points of interest there are. So we can go here, main hall, and the stairs. Alright, let's talk to this bitch. Yeah. To kill someone, just to save your own life. And I've been living with someone like that? I think I might vomit. What was Monokuma really... Was what Monokuma said really true? Did OS really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you, I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
This is very suspicious.
After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your dorm, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. Okay. DVD player. Oh, we can't look at the DVD in for Sayaka. Okay, let's hope we don't get a duplicate again. Please no repeat. Yeah, that looks new. Okay, system, save.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it. To show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't just tell you.
Got it!
Forget everything I said. Forget. Beam. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Whoopsies. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let's just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
So annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? So I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. Trash room? Clicks for evidence, however, there is one little problem, which is...
as for me,
Place is filthy. I'd rather die than set foot in there. Okay. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's, okay. Let's see, map. School store. We've been in the main hall already. Okay, in the gym. Let's just go to the gym. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
What is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, it couldn't be. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? What? Was it actually just made of glass? And not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? Man, some clairvoyant this guy turned out to be. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, and that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. That means someone could have found it and taken it. Okay. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. For sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from my fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. This guy's supposed to be clairvoyant. Okay. Save the game. Okay, let's get to the... Okay, stairs. Okay, dormitory. I'm not gonna look at every single one of those washing machines, no. Okay. Let's go ahead and save. I have no idea where I'm going, actually. So let's see. We already spoke to these two guys. We already spoke to him. Spoke to her. Spoke to her. We spoke to them. Still listening to LP. I haven't been listening to them much more lately. Still one of my favorite bands of all time, though. I still think about their songs occasionally. Okay. Can we actually enter the rooms now? Okay. Okay. Let's see. What am I supposed to learn here? There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD. Sayaka got really upset after seeing what's in that video. I'm wondering, what did she see? Might not be really the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Yeah. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. Ah, is that so? Sayaka! No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. You mean Mike, right? Is that one of his side projects going on? Okay. Let's run, check out the DVD here. Map. Here we go. I thought I already had a DVD earlier. That's cool. I wonder if they'll ever... I don't know if LP will ever make another album again. I can understand why they might come back to that, but I'm sure Chush would want them to keep going. I should be able to use to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I only listened to one more like once or twice, I think, in the past. It's been a long time. I mainly listen to all their old stuff. Like the first three albums from them, like Hybrid Theory, Meteora, and Minutes to Midnight were my thing. I tried to keep up with them afterwards. I remember enjoying Living Things and Hunting Party. Not as much as the original trilogy, but I still liked them a little bit. A Thousand Suns was kind of weird. I get it was more of like a concept album, but it was kind of weird. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think Reanimation is really underrated. I really dig Reanimation. Some of those remixes were really fire. So that's your namesake. I got it now. All right, time for some serious stuff here. We're gonna see, the motive that Monokuma tried to give Sayaka for murder. What happened to her? What she lost? Okay, this music's nice. Not too bad. An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends. She said... okay, she was there along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd. So full of life. Unlike now. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. I know, like, the game's supposed to make us feel really bad that Sayaka died, but I was so paranoid at the very beginning. And, like, I was just wondering, why the hell is this girl talking to me so much? I'm pretty sure she's up to something. So when she actually dies, I'm like, oh, okay, that's why. It wasn't so much I'm sad that she's dead. I'm like, oh, that's why they made us develop her character so much so early on. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Okay, what happened? Suddenly, the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, which is now in ruins. But I noticed more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Was he trying to say he was even able to get them? That really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Ding dong. Bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Oh boy.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Oh man, if we don't get this right, we'll all die. Okay. I think I saved them, right? Yeah.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Okay. I wonder if there were any more clues I could possibly find, or if... Should I do a new save? I wonder if the game, like, runs out of time. Okay. Fuck it, we'll do a new save. If we survive, at least, I can save over those saves after we survive. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you're afraid you'll be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that from the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they all are convinced I did, but... that didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both knew that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay, then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay, so that's start from left to right.
What?
So whoever
What?
stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey,
There's no point standing around. Sell your resolve and step into the future. Ellipses. Let's get started.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided once you're the culprit just yet. Maybe you're obviously leaning that way. I guess I have no choice but get on this elevator.
well then.
Let's begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
Like I said before, it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding the case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. And I need you to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor. And I swear to find out who the real killer is. I raise my voice trying to give myself courage. I turn, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. That's a big elevator. 15 people. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I'm wondering if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived. What do you think? Does it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close, it's total shit.
Well, now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
yahoo!
Hurry up now. Hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and then to anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. So the current on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly clash trial. Do you want to save the data? Sure. Okay, so that's where the hard saves are. Open e-handbook. Truth bullets. Okay. Let's review the evidence. She was killed at 1:30 a.m. in my room. Cause of death was stab wounds to the abdomen. Her right wrist appears to have been fractured. And struggle. Sharp sword. Missing gold coating. Sharp sword sheath. Keep with some distance from himself, and it showed evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. Switching rooms. Yep, we know that. We switched rooms for before. And it'll happen. Toolkit. Remains unopened, there's no evidence being used. There are male students claim they haven't used here. Okay. Not a single hair was found on the floor scene of the crime. In addition, the lint roller used shows evidence of being never used. Okay. Shows evidence of being used. Okay. Saka's wrist. Saka's right wrist had been fractured, and her wrist is clearly an injury location. In addition, her hands appear to be completely clean except for the index finger of her left hand, which has some blood on it. The series numbers have been written in blood. Makoto's bathroom wall 11037. Assume that Sayaka wrote these numbers. And that's why her finger was bloody. Okay. Bathroom door frame. Makoto's door was difficult to open due to not quite think. Probably the only people who knew the trick opening door was Makoto, the room's owner, and Sayaka, the victim. Bathroom doorknob. Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. Okay. Screws holding it in place had been partially or completely removed. Dorm nameplates. The nameplates of the doors were apparently switched at some point. The kitchen in the dining hall had a set of kitchen knives. Apparently one of the knives got missing. Okay, the knife from the kitchen missing while was in the dining hall. Now swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. There's apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate and can be opened with a trash key. Its area was activated via a switch machine. Fumi was cleaning duty. Claims was okay. When he checked after the incident wasn't on. Okay. Distance to the gate there was roughly 30 feet. So someone had to be able. I don't think anyone threw shit through the gate, did they? Yeah. A piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator trash room. Part of her shirt glove, and it has a noticeable blood stain on it. 2 main people fit this bill well. Okay, and this is the Yasuhiro's not crystal ball. Okay. Select skills. Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during bullet time. Cost 3S. We have to use SP. Okay. Finish preparations. Oh, okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
So I guess this means it's possible that Junko could have killed Sayaka also.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
The hell does that mean?
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Does this mean we're getting a transfer student?
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. As things progress during each class trial, you engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. Well, this means that you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, and then fire with the Y button. What the fuck? It's a shooter now? Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the menu button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Okay. Well then, good luck and have fun. Evidence of the struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, you know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Something's off about what you just said. Because if Sayaka had resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot or refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. The argument will repeat. Within a group statement, some words will appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement. A possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of the person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding the B button. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Okay, fire the truth bullet. Okay. That's why.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Something's off about what was just said. Because Sayaka hadn't resisted at all. There's no explanation for what happened in my room.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
What the hell? I fired the bullet, right?
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that.
And the murder took place in
the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
What's going on? It's all glitched up or something.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that.
And the murder took place in
the bathroom. So it seems most like the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Oh, we have to shoot.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Okay, hold on. Let me Alt F4 out of this one. Okay, so clearly, Yeah, I didn't understand how it's supposed to actually shoot there. You're supposed to shoot exactly at the text. Okay, and we were losing time, so I wanted to restart from the save. Fuck it. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break while we're at it.
Danganronpa.
Okay, let's load that save. Wait. No. Wrong save, damn it. God damn it. Okay. I guess we really do have to start from that last checkpoint then. That last spot. The very beginning. Okay.
Danganronpa.
Okay, we already looked at all the clues from before. Let's equip our skill.
Let's be.
Okay, we saw this part.
What's going on?
Okay. All right. Welcome back. We're about to have our class trial.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, you know that part already.
Evidence of the struggle.
And the
That's our
murder
bullet.
took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Something's off about what you just said. Hey, because if Sayaka hadn't resisted on, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. Nice. Okay, we've been through the sidebar. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss
30
Sayaka
seconds wasted.
Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Okay, Mr. I'm too smart for everyone.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Is that a fucking upvote on his tie? Why am I just noticing this now? We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You got that. Lauren face. Kitchen knife set. Okay. After truth bullet.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
No shit, Sherlock.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Because the object was thrust into Sayaka's stomach, it was also certainly not to disappear from a certain location.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Okay, he wants me to use this.
No, it's wrong.
I mean, how would he know it was... Okay.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Okay, I'm starting to understand the mechanics here. So I think... if I see the bold text... Well, no. This is the first trial, right? So the bold text is probably going to be really easy to pick up. But there's going to be, like, red herrings later on where I see bold text, and it might not actually be what I need to fire on. But I think from this first trial, it might be easy. Okay, so I don't have to think about it too hard, or think too hard about interpreting it.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Dumb delinquent you are. You don't even know your knives.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. You can concentrate by holding down the right bumper. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and this gauge empties. You can't concentrate. Wait, so it's not enough to be able to refute their claims. I have to get just right in timing and have good aim. The hell? But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your ring take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument. How does it count?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, and it's been decided. We've reached the end.
Some way I could prove I didn't take the knife. The person who was in the dining hall last night should be able to do it.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife
So I
was
have
the
to
murder
aim
weapon.
where it's gonna move.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it.
No, it's wrong.
They have to turn it into a shooter too. It's not enough
Okay,
to have a
wait,
good case.
hold
You have
on.
good marksmanship.
I didn't
Right.
take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Oh, okay.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
We're waiting.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Uh-oh, you just stepped on that. Oh.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Interesting.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, Junko. Someone who's not here. Are you talking about...
Sayaka.
Oh, sorry.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Interesting. Ayaka. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Toko seems really into this.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like it here? As things advance further in the class trial, Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is a real important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim in the Y button and shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, you run out of time and you fail. Well, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been in the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If you could just figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. Okay. No. It's not A. No. It's like Wordle now. Oh, hair.
Now I understand.
I wasn't too
That's
sure
right.
that would think she wanted to
There
go back
wasn't a
to.
single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone
was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting to the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is after the killer broke. Doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom.
Okay, this macaque I understand.
You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okay. From here on, the number of weak spots will start. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one liar or contradiction in the debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use the truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust in everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Bathroom door frame. Okay, have fun. Yep.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked...
No, it's wrong! The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes. Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
I'm still wondering why the boys' bathrooms don't get locks. What the fuck's up with that?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the door was locked, so they didn't know the doors actually couldn't be locked. I wonder what's important detail about scene crime than those. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it!
They didn't know it was my
Claire
room.
must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you!
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
I wouldn't make fun of you for that, but I did that too, so...
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
I don't think these two characters like each other. You guys getting that vibe?
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
You got the sporty girl, and then you got the kick-off girl.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so,
Just ask!
well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got
You had to
in
be
the
there.
easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
I'm following it, but I think you were drunk when the murder happened yesterday. So basically, Sayaka and me, we're like dorm neighbors. We switched we switched rooms last night because she was afraid someone was trying to kill her. In between that time, when we switched rooms, someone changed the labels on the doors, so that way it implied that my room was actually her room. There are things about my room I know about, though, that only I would be able to know. So the thing about the door in the bathroom getting stuck, only I and Sayaka knew that. So when we found out that someone tried to bust the door open, it implies that it couldn't possibly be me who killed her, because if I was the one killing her, I would have known how to open the door easily. And now we're trying to figure out who the actual culprit is. So we absolved the main character mostly of being the murderer, but we're still trying to piece together who the hell actually did it. And now we're trying to figure out who got into my room, who thought it was actually her room. Because all the doors are locked, and apparently you can't pick the locks. Okay.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Oh man, I forgot what he was talking about. Uh-oh.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something particular because of how frightened she was. The answer's right here. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... Yeah.
I got it!
Okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Okay, the same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your room for anyone. I accidentally pressed this button, by the way. Oops. I was gonna read it more because I thought it was the right answer, but I accidentally pressed a button that just went ahead and went with it instead of reading the description. Okay. I hope this works out. Even I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Nani?
Huh?
What if she was actually planning on killing someone, and she was trying to frame me, but she got killed first? I think that's what Kyoko's trying to imply now.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Okay? Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Okay, Sayaka. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
That's why you pull the sheet out first before you write on it.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Exactly.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Wait, do we have handwriting analysis on the team now? Okay. And then that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
So Sayaka was planning on killing someone, but then it backfired.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Virginity armor, okay.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Hmm.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Make your argument. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
No.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Sayaka.
I got it!
The only other person
Me
who
and
would know.
Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
She wanted to plant the body on me. I knew it!
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Okay. Blurry. Here we go.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Hold on. What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop. Okay, debates, okay. Are you getting used to the non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like that, but just like with weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Count with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You press the left bumper, rotate cylinder, and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release to the left bumper. Okay. Or you can hold down the left bumper and then use left stick to bullets. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck. Have fun. Bye. Perfect sword, get your knife set.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how certain parts of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based...
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
The killer was trying to defend himself. Sayaka went first.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
She, huh?
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
She never held the sword at all. Part of her body shows that she never used the sword. Let's see, if you want to use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it? Her palms, her broken wrist. Her broken wrist, right? No. Fuck. Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
But wait, the water turns off after night.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Where did that come from?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coat off her hands because there's certain regulation that talks about what happened when the wire was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Oh,
right?
wait, what if you need to take a shit, though? You just leave it there until morning?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
What?
Oh, my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to be Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Of course, she was the one who took it. We already agreed on that, right?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Han Solo.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Nani?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
I have to agree.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yep.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Why you gotta do me like that? But yeah, he's right. Makoto was totally simping for her. Oopsies. He was gonna take the fall for her. Stupid fucking simp.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Ellipses.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Can I save here? Oh, I can. Okay. Let's see, the last save was 48. Jeez. I guess I can save here. Yeah, so we were at phase 6 for the last autosave. Okay, phase 8 now. Okay. I didn't know we could save in the middle of this. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who the killer is, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Okay, dying message. Okay, that's the only thing we have left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Wait, system. Fuck, it's a good thing we saved there.
Danganronpa.
I hate how I keep missing the aim option, actually. Can I change the difficulty for aiming? I feel like that's bullshit. Whatever. Well, I guess I'll just have to get used to it and get good.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more...
No, it's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dying message?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Is it even actually? No.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question Sayaka wrote that message. On her... And I can prove it. Fatal left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Let me review the... Let's see... 2 bullets. I'm glad we can review this at any time, that we're not locked out of the cutscenes. Let me look at this one more time. So it really is 11037? Part of me was thinking, maybe it's N, the letter N there. No, wait, no 37. Maybe it's written backwards. No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't mean anything. Yeah. Okay.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Yeah, but I don't think Sayaka's a computer nerd, though, so... The number itself should be... We shouldn't think too hard on it. We should be able to figure it out, right?
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Plus, Sayaka would have to know.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
They're letters, right? So, I mean, it looked like an N, but then... Does it translate to English? Were they actually like kanji or katakana there or whatever? I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Number 37. I think... No, wait, there's like 15 of us.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
I don't like how he's oscillating so much.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
I wonder if I can save here now. I feel like we're making good progress here. Phase 9. Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. Ellipses.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Enhance. Oh yeah, she wrote with her left hand, right? So maybe it's... Was that? No, wait. Wait, why would she write it backwards, though? Like, even if she was using her non-dominant hand, that doesn't mean you would write it backwards, right? Rotate it. Did she... Oh, maybe she wrote it upside down. It's Leon. I was thinking it said Leon by flipping it the other way, not rotating it. But then I said, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. It looks like a T. Well, no, it looks like an upside down 7. Oh, man. I feel like a dumbass now. I should have been able to see that. Yeah, she would have obviously been hunched over, so she would have wrote it inverted. That makes sense. I was thinking, wait, this looks like it might be the letter... If you flip the letters over in a mirror, but why would she write in a mirror? In mirror form like that? Even if she's using a non-dominant hand, it would... No, it was more straightforward than that.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Why didn't I see this before? I feel so stupid now.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. Rotate it 180 degrees. It should become crystal clear. Select someone. Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
I wonder how this would work in the original Japanese. Because obviously these are, you know, American, well, Roman letters here.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
We just went through that, and I'm still kicking myself for not figuring that out earlier. Ah. Damn it. It was right there! I'm so stupid. I should have saw that.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Okay. Evidence he tried to get rid of. Thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Her sweet pink blood.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But how did we get in?
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
I want to know how he got to the incinerator.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Because the game designers made sure there were. Okay, let's save here. I think we made progress. Good progress.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something in the ground we need to pay attention to. Where it was disposed of. Where the shirt was destroyed. If we focus on that, the killer will become clear. Where was destroyed? You're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear?
Shoot!
Wait, I just saved. We're still on phase 9. I can take the hit. Fire. Something man. When it was time shirt restored, we focus on. Okay, I clearly got that wrong. Loading, save. I'm too embarrassed, okay?
Yeah,
I'm so embarrassed. I'm really stupid, huh? Huh. Okay. There's something to...
I got it!
How was disposed of?
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
How would you know?
you'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way you use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leanne is the real killer. Shower crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Definitely was the way to use the incinerator without using the trash room key. He took the crystal ball, he wrapped the clothes around the ball, and then threw it towards the incinerator. Because he is the ultimate baseball prodigy. Okay.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person who... Crash?
Oh, he's the person who had... Fuck.
Shoot!
Fuck. I'm trying to figure out where I would attack here.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it.
Okay.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
That's the same thing.
And you'd have to get close to the...
Oh, there. That's where you would shoot.
No, that's wrong.
I was trying to comprehend the language, okay?
Hold on.
I apologize for
I think
that.
I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
I think it's like it makes sense once you see how it works out afterwards, but when you're in the moment trying to figure out how the words actually need to be interpreted, it can be confusing, okay?
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
$1,000,000 yen, too.
But how would you use it?
You could have had a glass ball in a certain way. Throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
Oh, yeah, so he would have been able to throw his clothes into the incinerator and then use the crystal ball to hit the incinerator activation switch. I thought he would have put the... Well, he could have wrapped up the clothes into a nice ball and then thrown that also, but I don't know if it would have had enough mass to get all the way to the trash. That's why I thought he wrapped it around the crystal ball first. But looking back, it's more obvious that he threw the clothes into the incinerator and then used the crystal ball afterwards.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Oh wait, he didn't even need to throw his clothes in there, right? He would have just put it in the trash, as long as the person taking the trash didn't recognize that. That would have been done. Okay.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Has someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Okay, so he did ball it up and toss it in. I'm still not sure if that's enough mass for him to throw it that far, though. Well, he could have like taken some stuff and threw it in there and added more mass to it, and then threw it.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Okay. Ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star.
Well,
isn't that right, Leon?
I have to pause here. Hold up. We had a bit of bitrate fluctuation. Hold up. We're having bitrate issues. Hold up. Bitrate, come back. Bitrate, come back. Bitrate. We're in the red. We're in the red. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come back, bitrate. Okay, we're back in green. Okay. What a moment for the bitrate to crap out on me, too. The moment I accused Leon and fucking get him for being the baseball star. It's a good thing we can do this, though. I appreciate the fact that you can actually pause it during this. Okay. We have about 2 megabits available. Yeah, it's a visual novel. That's enough bitrate. Okay. Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
You sound like R. Kelly now. You have any idea how stupid I would have to be?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
So that's how their pasts, yeah, that's how their characteristics play into these things now.
You can't be serious.
And the thing is, Leon was just defending himself too, right? So it's kind of fucked for him. Like, he did still... I don't know. We weren't actually there to... We know details of the crimes, but we don't know specifically if he killed her in self-defense or if he... Yeah, because he could have... There was a possibility maybe he knocked her down and then decided to kill her after the fact. Or no, she wouldn't have been knocked out. No, she was still conscious. So, yeah, it was most likely he killed her in self-defense. And now he still has to die. Even though he did it in self-defense. That sucks.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Let me go ahead and save here, in case I fuck up this part too. Which phase are we on now? Phase 10? Okay.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to the end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll get a complete summary of the case. You'll give a complete summary of the case, okay? You shall produce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. Oh, we're a manga cut now, guys. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provide truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button. Holy cow, you'll get a hint and might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Climax. My room must have seen the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Okay. Oh wait. Oh no, it's left to right. Oh no. It's left to right. Oh no. I have to think this through. Crap. Oh wait, no, 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 no. She would have dropped it here. I'm confused now. Where would have this gone then? I feel like this would have been it. Maybe here? And then... Oh, we have 16 minutes to do this. Okay, we'll start with him at the door. Okay. She would have dropped it afterwards, right? No, 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 she would have left too, though. Oh, some of these are duds. Okay. So she would have dropped it. No, she would have dropped it here. So answering the door. My room was seeing the crime. It's the beginning. Okay. Okay. I should have used the hints. Fuck. I forgot about that. First, when Sayaka attacked the killer with the knife, they noticed something in my room. Okay. They used that object to deflect the attack. Okay. Yep. I should have used the hints, damn it. Fuck. After the killer counter-attacked with an attack of their own, what did they do next? After the killer what did they do next? They went after her. She ran into the bathroom. They forced the bathroom door open. The only logical way they could have done this was... okay. After she was stabbed, she used the last of her strength to leave something behind. The killer used a knife to help dispose of the evidence. The object killer threw to activate the incinerator must have been... The killer threw in the incinerator was... The piece of evidence left behind in the trash room was... Okay. It helps when we look at the hints. Okay. Reenact.
Here's exactly what happened.
Let's go.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Complete.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Am I? I have the evidence. Okay, now I need to save it. There's one piece of indisputable proof now? Your first full time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you have to gauge them in head-to-head battle. I like for this bull time, aka the bull time battle, aka the BTW. During BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button press with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. What? Huh? Press the A button to lock onto the opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the Y button as the tempo marker reaches the center. I'm still confused. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. You just consecutively start the combo. Keep doing this and you'll initiate tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing of you hitting each battle. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the Y button and shoot down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Which is for if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They use something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence Leon is a killer. I need to figure it out.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied!
I don't understand how this works.
Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid!
I don't understand how this works.
You lied! Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance!
God damn it. Let me Alt F4 out. God damn it. This doesn't make sense. How does this minigame work?
Danganronpa.
Okay, remind me how to play again. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen. Which button press, though? Press A button. With the white button as a tempo marker. Gracious. Huh? Okay. I don't understand. I still don't get it. I don't understand this game. What?
When the killer removed the screws from the...
I refuse to... Stupid!
Let's try this again, then. Let's see if I can...
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! You kidding me?
Okay, so it's just a rhythm game.
This should prove it.
So it's just a rhythm game. You don't actually have to think
Screws
at
on
all.
the bathroom doorknob were removed.
They could have just told me that, like, you don't actually have to pay attention to what he's saying, just press the buttons in order. Just press A and then press Y before the words get too big.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It should have gold paint on it.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Who's Stu? I mean, you have to remember, Leon actually was doing this in self-defense, right? Like, he was invited there, he was about to get killed. He fought back, and he figured, and I guess, like, either he killed her or figured he might as well kill her. What? Sucks to be him.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yay, we got an A. What? 73 medals? Holy shit.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
A lever? How would you use... There's like 16 options, though.
Oh, just to remind you all...
I guess, like, he would adjust the lever, like, depending on the position of the lever.
Make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Huh? What?
Okay, then let's get excited!
So everyone has to vote. Okay.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Guilty. Oh, we don't actually have to press the hang buttons. Uh-oh, looks like he got right on the money. The black, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata. I'm surprised this part isn't voiced. Ellipses.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you? It was in self-defense, okay? Like I feel a little for him, okay? Like, yeah. Come on, it was a really shitty circumstance.
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There's complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... Unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You just expect me to accept my death? Oopsies. Everything's come clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, and I can't even imagine. And now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. It's Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. Okay. So in the end, we were right to suspect Sayaka to be sus at the very beginning of the game. And that's why Sayaka were the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. I told you, man. I fucking told you. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Guess there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's right. People die when they are killed. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try to kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're an utter spirit thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. I mean, I think people who play this game probably suspected Sayaka was up to something, right? She was just way too forward with making us her friend, considering the circumstances. Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! It's not being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But...
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If we want to make our enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Oopsies. Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since he so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Lian Kuai will receive his punishment. Uh-oh.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
Bring in the guillotine. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
Alex, was it self-defense? I mean, he did defend himself at the very beginning, but I guess he did get carried away. I don't know, like, I still think it is a kill-or-be-killed situation, though. She was planning on killing him. Your only option would be, at the moment, to kill her in return. She did lock herself in the bathroom. I guess he did have the option of, like, leaving her stuck there and then bringing it to fruition in the morning. That would mean a lot, though. When you can make the argument by choosing to bust into the bathroom. Yeah, he did choose to intentionally go after and kill her. Yeah. I'm seeing that now. Like, it's one thing... She was a threat to him, though, but I guess in that... When the circumstances change like that, when she's hiding from him, going after her, that would be the step towards murder. Oh, man. I'm glad this isn't an actual trial. You would need to get a lawyer and everything to argue this. You get a jury and everything, too. Speaking of which, I was on jury duty, I had jury duty early, like, a week ago, last Monday. Man, that's a story for another time. Let's just get to the end of this. But then that was a fucking long-ass experience. Exhausting. When you first were waiting in the bathroom, did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself into the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Did he not have the toolkit on him, actually? Well, I don't know that information. Like, if he had the toolkit on him already, maybe he was just making sure that the problem would... No, yeah. The moment she locks herself in the bathroom, I think... Yeah, the moment she locks herself in the bathroom, it's no longer self-defense, right? Yeah. I'm seeing the whole picture now. Then he came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. Still, at the same time, I can't blame him for, you know, he going all the way through. It would have looked bad, right? Like, either way. Because if he hadn't killed her and tried to get away with it, then there would be a whole dispute of he said, she said going on, and that would have been just as troublesome for him. But he chose not to. It's not because he had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So that's why.
That's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? Nani? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Yeah, because Sayaka is an aggressor. Leon had the right to defend himself. But it gets muddy once Sayaka was no longer in a position to put harm to Leon. Yeah, it's not like shooting a person who's running away with you, right? If the person is running away with you, then it is your responsibility to exercise better judgment, I think, right? I think that's what the law says. So if someone tries to break into your home, like, you have the right to shoot them here in America. Most states, I think, right? To defend yourself. But I wonder what it says when they try to, like, vacate. I think stay in your home laws say that you can still get away with it, though. I think that's probably why I'm interpreting it this way, because I'm an American and I live in Texas. So self-defense laws give you a lot of wiggle room in Texas. So if this was Texas, I think Leon would have gotten away with this legally. But yeah, I think depending on certain states, depending on countries, really, the way this is interpreted, the moment that Sayaka was no longer a clear threat to Leon, it would have been his responsibility to exercise better judgment and not go in for the kill. It all depends on where your background, I think. But yeah, I just gave you the Texan perspective on that. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. True. If it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened with you? Just shut up! Recite! Okay, well... anyway, more importantly...
Thrills!
Let's hurry up.
Kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Yeah, look. Yeah, like, you have, like, as a person who grows up in America with self-defense laws that let you get away with everything, we grew up thinking this. So it makes sense that I kind of empathize with Leon a little here. Like, but yeah, I think, objectively speaking, if you take a step back and really think about it, the moment Sayaka wasn't a threat to him anymore, he shouldn't have taken it any further. But to be completely logical, Leon was in a shitty situation there. He would, if Sayaka had lived, he and her would have had a huge had to have a huge argument over what was actually going on that night. And both of them would be suspect. And, you know, it would have been just a 50-50 chance of him, you know, getting out of there. You know, because then either people will think he tried to kill her or she tried to kill him had she lived. You know, it would have been a case of he said, she said. We could probably try to piece the evidence together, but the immediate situation after that would have been rough. So he probably thought it would have been safer for him to just kill her and try to get away with it. But that's still murder, depending on which state or country you live in. No, it has to be still murder. It has to be still murder, yeah. The moment she locked herself behind the bathroom. I'm not a lawyer. But yeah, considering what was going through his mind at the time, I still empathize with him a little bit. I understand where he was coming from. But he did take it too far. That's my final judge. That's my final opinion on what Leon did.
Hey!
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Volume's too low. Okay, he would have died already at this point, really, if they got him by the neck. Uh-oh. What a ballsy way to go out. The 1,000 blows. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if you can't call it that, what else would we call it?
Extreme!
Extreme! Man, my adrenaline's pumping right out of control.
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
If you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Boo-hoo-hoo. So I guess Celeste isn't going to murder anyone.
Damn you!
And fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, an awful secret, dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Screenshot. And that's like trying to put on a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. I'm seeing bitrate fluctuations here. Gotta be safe here. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free the outside world of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like some deeper meaning hidden there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. This is like some sort of TV show being watched all over the place. Okay, and just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there, forever unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone. Their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Okay, hold up. Let's save. How many save slots do we get? We get plenty. Okay. Okay. I guess we can save over here since we already progressed further. We would have died otherwise, so we can save in this slot. She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Ellipses. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? Ellipses. I'm surprised you figured it out. I am pretty stupid now that I think about it. I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me. By myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that. Stupid simp. And Makoto. But yeah, like, I was suspecting something. I think most people playing the game probably suspect something with Sayaka. She was just coming on too strong. It felt like she was, yeah, trying to come up, trying to get everything set up for something. I wasn't too sure. I was anticipating she was going to try to kill me, though. But yeah, looking back, it makes sense that she was trying to set us up. Actually, when we switched rooms, no, I did suspect that she was probably... Yeah, I did get the feeling that she was trying to accuse me, try to frame me, actually, I think. That crossed my mind.
It's true.
Sokka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't ask her now. Oh, unless we don't know what Kyoko's ability is. What if Kyoko can communicate with the dead?
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you? Don't you think? Maybe Kyoko can read people's... Maybe she's the one who's psychic, actually. We don't know what Kyoko's character is, her power, what makes her special. Her final thought was how she could protect you. Nani?
So...
Oh yeah, she was, that too. The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. I don't think that proves it necessarily. She could have just been pissed that Leon killed her, so she wanted to go back to it. It might not necessarily have been because she wanted to protect me, because she was trying to frame me. Yeah, I don't know, Kyoko, that's not enough. I'm thinking you probably know something I don't. Yeah, writing the dying message is not enough for me, because obviously she wanted just... Her plan was to frame me from the start. Yeah. Which means I would have died anyway. Yeah. Nah. That's not enough. You just writing Leon's name, I don't think that's enough. She was just trying to... Yeah, she could have just been done because Leon was the one who killed her, and she wanted to make that clear. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Or maybe she just, she was vindictive. I think that's the word to say, vindictive of Leon. Yeah, exactly. Maybe she just wanted to get back to the person who had killed her. Please, Kyoko, don't destroy the argument I just made here, please.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. Okay, good. She's letting me have that. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. Oh yeah, Kyoko has to be some sort of empath or something, or median, to know, I feel. That has to be her ability. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. They're not really my friends. Like, I know Sayaka wasn't my friend. Maybe Makoto thought they were friends, but I know she wasn't.
Correct.
Without something like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past her deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. Not gonna possibly move past something like that. Leon and Sayaka, I'll carry them with me everywhere. You're gonna carry that weight. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. We didn't even know Leon that well. Ellipses. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Uh-huh. They used a foreshadowing. Yay. And we lost 3 students in 1 chapter. Damn. To be continued. Despair back present. Okay. Save the data. We can save here, yeah. Okay. Okay, we got 74 points now, damn. Okay. The ominous music's kind of weird. I kind of want to get to good... This is probably as best as a stopping point as we're going to get, having a solid cutoff there. Alright. Okay, that's going to be it for this evening. Yeah. I'm into it now. It took a while for me to get into the game, because it was just all so much, like, build-up, right? So much setup. But now that we actually went through the first, like, gameplay loop with it, I'm digging it. It's cool seeing how the stories unfold during the trials and everything. Okay. But yeah, I can. It must be tough getting to games like this, though. Like, you have to be patient. It took us, what, like... Yesterday's stream was 4 hours. Today, the stream before that was 2 hours. It took 6 hours for us to get anywhere. Then again, I was reading out loud. Most people playing this probably just skim through the words, so they don't actually read everything out loud. So they can probably go through it by a lot faster. But yeah, it is a slow burn at the very beginning there. But now that we finished the first gameplay loop, I'm into it. Yeah. Alright, so that is it for this evening. For anyone who's watching, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Zebrahead, for stopping by, participating in the chat. We will continue playing more Danganronpa whenever I can. It'll probably be my weekend game for now. I'll probably try to fit in some gameplay during the week if I have time. I think this week I'm mostly open. I don't have too many things going on. The next week, though, I'll have some events that might keep me too tired to come back. But we'll see what happens. We'll definitely play through this and try to finish it, and then move on to the next game afterwards. Alright, that's it. I will see you guys next time. Got our one. Bye-bye.